Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna dive into 15 incredible dupes that will blow your mind, will save you money. It will be really satisfying to see one over here for so many more dollars and then one over here for not as many dollars. We're just going to have fun swatching. I feel like recently I've been on a mission, like rifling through all of my drawers, swatching things, testing things, trying things, seeing if I can find dupes that haven't already gone viral, so to speak, over on TikTok or in shorts, because some of these are the viral-ish ones, but some of them are my own personal finds of just, for lack of a better word, hoarding makeup for so long, where I've tried so many things that if I get a drugstore like new collection, let's just start right here, we're gonna do it. If I get something brand new from Wet n Wild in a particular collection, like this one right here from the Alice in Wonderland collection, this is in the shade We Sing Too, and I'm wearing this on my top lip. And I'm wearing Turkish Delight on the bottom lip. This right here is an iconic pink from NARS that the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian specifically, wore a lot way long ago. It had its moment, but I kind of feel like that's an example of my beauty librarian mind, where when I picked this one up, I was like, you know what this reminds me of? It's like a dupe for that NARS gloss that was all the rage so many years ago. And then I go on a swatch fest and I'm like, yep, was right about that. Oftentimes with all the drawers behind me, there are a lot of memories, there's a lot of makeup, there's a lot of availability for me to find an option that will work like the luxury for less money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. If you do, make sure you're subscribed, ring the bell, and thumbs this video up to let me know that you are into it and that you want more affordable options. All right, cheers. I feel like I'm in my Seattle roots. I don't know why this feels very Nirvana color themed. This is like a little shrug I picked up recently from Free People. I'm in love with it. So super cute. I am rocking today a hairdo held together by one makeup brush. If you know, you know. I do want to put blush on, and I want to show you guys this super affordable option you can find on Amazon. This is the Music Flower 5-color blusher. I don't know what made me purchase this, but I did. I saw it and it immediately reminded me of the packaging of the Tarte Amazonian clay blushes. And I thought, gosh, that would be really great if these had a similar finish. And you know what? They absolutely do. One of my favorites is a shade called Captivating. And the Amazonian clay blushes have a nice slip to them, a nice silkiness, a nice amount of pigmentation. But you can see this is the Amazon one and this is the Tarte. They just have a particular texture that's really soft for a blush. It's not shiny typically, although some of these do occasionally, depending what collection they come out with, have a little glimmer. But the ones that I like the most are more mattifying in formulation, and I thought I would put on some blush on camera. I'm not wearing any at the moment. You get a lot of product for your money. And I don't know, it is a little bit annoying, the stacker thing, the stack element, but the formula on this is really nice. In camera, it looks like these are very different colors because this actual component is a lot deeper, but side by side, they're very similar, if you can see. So let's go ahead and pop this on. I mean, is that not so nice? Just really soft. Let's get the edges here. My new thing, because I always do new makeup techniques, I like to take two brushes recently where I will kind of go right on the apple, and then I will take a fluffier brush and just kind of diffuse. I find that if I apply blush just diffusing, it tends to wipe away too much foundation. And this is my problem area where I'm trying to cover up hyperpigmentation, what have you. And this is just kind of like my new way to do it. And I've been so impressed with this Amazon blush stack that I had to show you guys. All right, now let's diffuse things a little bit more. I'm gonna share with you, I bought this Hermes powder because I was gonna bring back WTF. I was like, I'm doing it. We're gonna do luxury. We're gonna go in with like the $100 powder. We're just gonna talk about it all. And then I tried it and I was like, this is utterly disappointing. Do I really want to talk about high-end luxury items like I used to? I don't know if I'm there anymore. This was just like so not worth the money. Like, does not cancel out the pores the way I need it to. It doesn't even remove the oil the way I need it to. Doesn't give a radiance either. So it's kind of a confusing product. This is the Matte Radiant Powder. I don't know. I ordered it from Neiman's, didn't like it. Then during the Prime Day sale on Amazon, I got this After Effects 3-in-1 finishing powder from Westmore Beauty. I have seen this brand bouncing around on TikTok. This is not drugstore pricing, but it definitely is not $100 either. And it is one of the best finishing powders that is all things pore minimizing, radiance, and matte somehow. It's just like, it's everything. And I have a ton of this kind of powder from Charlotte Tilbury, Urban Decay, like any kind of pressed translucent powder like this, we see them everywhere. They normally kind of are like, meh, like don't do much. This powder, for some unknown reason, is freaking so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Have you guys tried other things from Westmore Beauty? This brand does not know I exist. I am not working with them. I tried a couple other items, like spoiler alert, just because why not? I tried the color changing. This is like a stick blush. Shoot, this thing is amazing. I need to play with this very soon on camera, but just like my attention is here, there, everywhere right now. So we're just gonna like roll with it. Okay, where else can we roll on to? I have been back into this color correcting concealer from Neutrogena. I have favorably spoken about this one in the past. It is so good. This is a clear coverage color correcting concealer. It's in the shade Peach. I also have something that the brand did send me, so I feel a little bit, but I'm just gonna talk on it for a moment because I just need to. Love Givenchy, really fancy. We love their powders, love so many of their lip products, eye products. This color corrector just was not it. It's a little bit inconsistent in my opinion, so this was a pass. I really like their concealer, but the color corrector just was not for me. The shade on this one is Peach, the shade on this one is Peach. You get a little more consistent coverage with the Neutrogena, and if you are rocking a cold, you've been rubbing your eyes, you have some allergies, or you just haven't slept well, or genetics are playing whatever they're playing with you with darkness under the eyes, whatever is causing your dark circles, a little Peach color corrector can go a long way. And I kind of got called out in the video where I was putting this on. People are like, don't put it all over your under everywhere. But I typically love doing concealer just even below the dark if I'm going to be putting foundation on top. But you guys were right. If you're not going to be doing a ton of makeup, keep the color corrector just where the darkness is, and it can make a huge difference. Okay, let's bop over to a little lip whatnot. Ta-da! I am so pleased. Whoa! I am so proud of myself for finding these dupes. I'm really, really excited about it. I love Charlotte Tilbury, but Charlotte Tilbury is expensive. And if you're just going in for a lip item that maybe you're not wearing every day of your life and you just don't want to spend that high amount of money, I have got you covered. Charlotte Tilbury recently came out with the airbrush lippies that everybody just went bananas for. And then I saw recently Essence came out with an 8-hour matte liquid lipstick, and the formula is so similar. I have 3 colors here that are very similar as well. Now, they're not gonna be like this smack dab dupe, like they're not gonna be the exact shade, and the scent I believe is a little bit different, but they're so close that this is a true inspired by drugstore option that I think is definitely worth a look. I love the formula on here. The dry down is really beautiful. It doesn't over crustify the lips. It doesn't exaggerate things you don't want exaggerated. And it performs with that same velvety smoothness of the Charlotte Tilbury version. Okay, so here is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Ruby Blur. And then we have from Essence the 8-hour matte lipstick in the shade Classic Red. Very similar. So this is the Essence right here, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury. Now I'm gonna insert swatches of the other ones that I have in front of me. We have this kind of more orangey situation right here. From Charlotte, we have the shade Flame Blur, and then from Essence, Fiery Red. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I love that orangey, fiery, bright. Love it so much. Then we have this gorgeous kind of mauve situation. This is the shade Pillow Talk Medium Blur. And then from Essence, we have Silky Hazelnut. I love that name for some reason. I'm like, ooh, Silky Hazelnut makeup. I don't know why I want to make hazelnut makeup a thing, but I really, really do. Now we have a Fenty dupe. Actually, I have two dupes for this Fenty shade. This is from Fenty, and the shade is Hot Chocolate. Fenty glosses are incredible. They really volumize the lip. They have a lot of shine. They have a lot of plush to them. And then we have the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip in the shade Status Update. Now, the Fenty applicator I do like a little bit better, but these two are like the same product. Do not be fooled by the way that it says fat oil, because the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip does have a little bit of that texture to it that is going to volumize the lip that I think is really beautiful. I like this formula quite a bit. And then if you're really into the Maybelline Lifter glosses, which I personally think this shade is not the right shade, it's kind of in that more deep, winey avenue, like it's clearly not a nude, but any of these lifter glosses have pretty much the same texture as the Fenty glosses. Fussy has long been like an absolute diehard favorite of mine. I have worn this for years. Blot and play. Okay, we're gonna put a lifter gloss on top. This is from Maybelline. This is in the shade Moon. Really, really pretty. Go in with Fussy. They have the same juiciness, the same shine, the same volume, and I love them. I will say this though, like looking side by side, the dupe for Fussy definitely is the shade Moon. However, my favorite from the Lifter Gloss collection is the shade Reef. I just felt like obligated to share that with you guys. So there you have that. Oh, one more lip dupe. I mentioned this very briefly. I've continued playing around and studying what these two do. And because it is such a money saver, I have to share with you guys this La Mer Lip Volumizer. It's so, it's good. It's not worth the high price tag in my opinion. I actually like the Buxom Plump Shot much better. I gift these to so many of my friends. I think it is just the greatest lip volumizer to put underneath your lipstick. Okay, I have one more lip thing to share. You guys know that I really aesthetically enjoy these Givenchy lippies. They are beautiful, gel balm. They do have kind of a rose scent that is not my favorite, but they are really beautiful, but they definitely are going to attack your bank account. They're not cheap. However, cute and beautiful and marbled. Oh my gosh. And the formula, so good. This is new from Catrice. This is the Marblelicious. This is a liquid lip balm. So it has the same type of a consistency as what Givenchy has going on. And actually, like these two right here, pretty spot on. So let's try the dupe on the lower. Cute. The scent is more tropical than rose, which for me is working. I don't really love rose scented everything. However, people disagree with me on that one all the time, including my own sister Erica. She loves it. So anything rose scented, I'm like, take it. Gross. I do try to keep it in my mind that I sometimes am the only one that has a certain issue with products. This is the same product. This is in glass and is a nicer package. Yes. Rose scented, not my fave. But the application, the color, the texture, the balm texture, like it definitely has that feeling of like a balminess. And this particular like one right here called Don't Be Shaky is a dupe for number 110 from Givenchy. And they do have a ton of different colors here that are just, I don't know, I just find them really mesmerizing and fun to look at. Makeup is meant to be fun, and sometimes that is an added benefit, that it's just interesting and aesthetically pleasing. So there you have that. Woo! I love that actually. And just like, it feels really nourishing. Let's get into a Danessa Myricks dupe. She has the Twin Flames Multi-Chrome Pigments. Now these are intense. I don't know how they're gonna show up on camera because the color shifts around so much. They're beautiful, smooth, gorgeous. Moira just came out literally, like the packaging is almost too spot on. It's almost one of those where you're like, should I really talk about this? Because it is just really crossing that line of like the package is even almost the same. Okay, I can hear you guys in the comments being, well, the package was the same on this. No, the marbliness is the same, but these are two different components. You know what I mean? I'm gonna swatch the Moira in number 1, Estella. It's looking a little different under the light. Okay, this is the shade Helios it was Helios that was the dupe. Okay, these two are the dupe. Let's get a good insert right here. This one is a dupe for Lust from Danessa Myricks. They are the same. And this is just like a bonus swatch. They're really, really beautiful. I feel like I want to put this on right now. Why not? Satisfaction. Nice. If you want to make a liquid shadow that's kind of a topper work for you over your makeup, just pat it on really quick. Take a fluffy brush, just kind of fluff it around. And there you have it. I have another color corrector. I just had to throw this in here because I had it in my drawer and we're talking about it. We're gonna move off of it very quickly. We have the Instant Age Rewind Eraser from Maybelline. I love the formula on this. If you're looking for a good pinky toned color corrector, this is a very good one. I have the shade 160. It is a nicer formula, in my opinion, than the Tarte Shape Tape color corrector, which is in the shade pink. So I would say save your cash on this one, go to the drugstore all the way. I've been playing around with color correctors a little bit more recently. I personally, at the moment, am preferring a peachy color corrector for my skin tone and for the things that I'm looking to cover up. But I know that the pink stuff is still really hot, so there you have that. I also want to share with you guys that I have been using, and I'm literally wearing it today, this little duo from Catrice. This is the Holiday Skin Bronze and Glow palette. Have you guys seen this? I don't know if this has even been out for a while or what the deal is, but it reminds me so much. I think it's like the Sculpt and Glow OG Charlotte Tilbury. Like the pans were larger. It was in like a gold case, and it was just these two shades. And I used to obsess over that. And the formula in here, do not be fooled by, it looks kind of rinky-dink, I know, but we're not paying for the package, we're paying for the product. And the highlighter in here is so gorgeous and smooth and high-end and is just like, will dazzle you by how finely milled it is. I am shocked, like absolutely blown away shocked by the texture of this highlighter specifically. And then the bronzer in here also is so nice and almost pore blurring and just applies really beautifully, is not patchy. And I'm like, this is literally Charlotte Tilbury level in this teeny tiny Catrice pan, and I have to like make mention of it. I don't have that duo on hand in my collection anymore, if you guys remember from way back when, but the formula is still very similar when she does these larger collections. She has like a very soft formula when it comes to her particular highlights, and I just was really, really wowed by how similar this Catrice one was in texture, because that's usually something you don't see from the less expensive brands when it comes to a lot of the highlighters. They tend to be a little bit almost waxier and chunkier, and this is a total hidden gem. Ah! Oh my gosh, no. I need a nap. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I keep dropping everything. I have one last thing to talk about and then class will be over. We have Tatcha loose powder. Now I've been tackling my powder drawer because I have literally like 75 powders. Why? I don't know. So if you want to know about powders, we can talk about it all day. I don't feel like this luminous powder from Tatcha is really that luminous, which is actually one of the reasons that I really like it. It's not overly shiny. It does have some capacity and ability to set the face. It's not crinkly crunchy and it has a little bit of that glow to it. So if you want that glow and you want to splurge, this is a beautiful powder. This is the Tatcha Radiant Translucent Setting Powder. I know I've been griping recently a little bit about the more radiant loose setting powders having too much high shine in them. Makeup Forever, I just really don't like it. This is like just a touch, like just the right amount. Now, if you want something that's that finely milled, a little bit of a blurring, little bit of a neutralizing yellow tone to it, but you don't want to spend Tatcha money, I would recommend the JOA Selfie Ready Setting Powder. And this has a very similar texture. It's that super HD, finely milled situation. It has a little bit of that blurring, adjusting yellow to it. However, this one is just a touch more mattifying, which for me, I think is better. I know a lot of people might not agree with me on that one, but this doesn't mattify the skin in a crunchy, drying way. It's just so blurring and velvety. And I think that you don't need much more luminosity than what's in here, which is why I like this one a little bit better, which is saying a lot because I do love Tatcha. And then I also just had to mention out of habit, the Lasting Fix Translucent Setting Powder All Day Matte Finish from Maybelline. This would be more for my oily, combo to oily leaning girl. So the Selfie Ready would be more for combo leaning dry, and then the Maybelline would be more for combo leaning oily. We're gonna stop. I need to be cut off. I need to leave this room. I have spent way too much time going through all of the drawers, doing all of the things to find these dupes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want more like this, let me know. Leave the comments below. Share with me your favorite dupes that I haven't mentioned yet. Maybe I will try them on your recommendation here on my channel. And aside from that, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry that I'm a little cozy and still feeling wah-wah from recovering from whatever cold I had. I hope you guys are staying healthy, whatever you are doing. And I love you so much. I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.